Hey guys, so tomorrow is the first day of September, and I don't know if anybody else is as shocked as I am, but August flew by. I am so surprised that it's over so soon. But I read 10 books, which I guess sounds like a lot to some people, but to me it's not that great because a lot of them were short books or a graphic novel or, yeah, just a lot of short books actually. But, it counts. And September means school starting and I'm going on my trip, so I don't know how much I will be reading in September, but I have high hopes because I really want to make my reading goal this year, and which is 150 books. So yeah, I will get into my wrap up, my currently reading because that is a big pile, and my September TBR. So a lot of the books that I read I don't have with me because I read them as library books, but I will insert pictures. So the first book that I read was The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith, and I give this book 5 out of 5 stars. It is actually the only book that I gave 5 out of 5 stars this month, which kind of sucks because it was the first book that I finished this month, so that doesn't say much for the rest of my reading month. But I loved this book. I thought it was so well done and so cute. And oh yeah, I wrote a review for every single book that I read this month on my blog, so you guys should go check out my blog down in the description. So based on that, I probably won't talk about all these books that much because I did write a review for every single one of them. And next month I plan on posting on my blog every day too. So yeah, I look forward to that. I forgot to mention that. So the second book that I read this month was The House at the End of the Street by Lily Blake. I did a book and movie review to this one, so again, the link to my blog is down in the description. I did not enjoy this book as much as I thought it would. It was short, but it took me, I think, a day or more to read, and I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And then I read a book that I own, which is The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han, or Jenny Han, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I thought this was a really cute contemporary. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and you should go check out my review. And then I read The Program by Suzanne Young, and I don't know why it took me so long to pick up this book, or in the end what made me pick up this book, but I'm glad I did because I really enjoyed it, and you should go check out my review because I gave this 4 out of 5 stars, and I also did a casting call Saturday for this book. Then I read probably one of the only books that was on my set TBR for this month, and that was The Forgotten Land by Josephine Kelly. I got sent this book to review from someone that is associated with the author, so thank you, Sophie, for that. I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and I did a video review and a blog review for this one. And then I read my first Neil Gaiman book, which was Coraline, and I saw the movie for this years ago, so I was curious but hesitant to pick up the book to see if it would actually be any different, but I enjoyed it. It was kind of slow, but then it got better, but again, I did a review and I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. Then I read Chopsticks by Jessica Anthony and Rodrigo Corral, and this book is told only through pictures. They have like news articles and stuff, so that was interesting. It was contemporary, and I give it 4 out of 5 stars. And then I read Lucy in the Sky by an anonymous author. When I talked about reading Go Ask Alice, you guys told me that anonymous was just kind of a pen name and that it was actually by someone named Beatrice Sparks, I think. So I don't know who actually wrote this, but it wasn't as great as Go Ask Alice, and I only gave it 2 out of 5 stars. And then I read or reread Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling. I don't know if it's Philosopher's Stone or Sorcerer's Stone. On Goodreads it says Sorcerer's Stone, but on the copy of the book I read it was Philosopher's Stone. So, just putting that out there. I really enjoyed this series, so I was really excited to reread this book because it's been years since I've done so, and I give it 4 out of 5 stars. And then the last book that I finished this month was To Be Perfectly Honest by Sonia Sones, another book that I received for review from Simon & Schuster. I really loved this book. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It's written in verse, and again, you can go check out my review. Okay, so now we get up to my currently reading, which is basically a TBR in itself, because I have a lot of books on here. But the first book that, yes, I'm still reading and I have to keep taking out of the library, there's no bookmark in there. But good thing I wrote on Goodreads. I'm currently 120-ish pages through Percy Jackson the Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan, which means I'm only about this far through, so hopefully I can just sit down and finish this, and because I've heard good things and I want to get to the series and watch the movie, so I gotta stop putting it off. Then I'm also 227 pages through Lock and Key by Sarah Dessen, which is about halfway, and this is my reread of the book, I guess, and I remember it being slow but then getting good, so I'm just waiting for it to get good again. And then I'm also 76 pages through of Altered by Jennifer Rush, and it's pretty good so far, and I'm really interested to see where the story goes, but I don't know when the sequel comes out, so I don't think it's for a while, so that might be why I'm reading it kind of slow, or it might be because I'm reading like 10 other books. And then I am also 90 pages through The Hate List by Jennifer Brown, so I still have quite a bit to go of this, but it's pretty good. And then I've also started reading the 6th Death Note book by these people. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. And this series is really good, so I'm interested to see what happens in the next 6 books. So, but I've only just started it. And then I'm still only 120 pages through of Icons by Margaret Stohl. But it looks promising, so I hope to get to this and finish it in this month. And then finally, I am 53 pages through of The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak, which isn't much, but this is a pretty big book, and this is a book that I think will take me a while to read, just based on the topic and the wording and everything of it, but it is very good so far. I watched the movie trailer for this, and that's what intrigued me to start the book, and now that I've started it, it's really good, so I look forward to seeing how this ends and why everybody always gets so emotional while reading this. So then, on top of all those books that I would like to finish, because I seem to be almost halfway through most of them, I've picked 4 other books and 6 graphic novels that I would also like to complete this month. So the graphic novels are Smile by Rina Telgamer. This one looks really cute, and I'm not really sure what it's about. I think it's about getting braces and stuff, but it's middle grade because it's about a 6th grader, so hopefully this should go very fast. Then, the last graphic novel besides the Death Note that I would like to read is Blankets by Greg Thompson. This was on one of the Goodreads list of good graphic novels, but it's huge. Like, I didn't expect that, but hopefully it'll go pretty fast. So if you have any graphic novels that you would recommend, please let me know down in the comments, because I'm on like a graphic novels kick, but I don't know what to read. So, and then these next 3 books are books that I would like to read before the festival on the 21st, but I leave here on the 19th. So that way I can read them and get them signed and actually say that I've read them. So I picked 3 of the smaller ones, but if I can get to the 5th wave and all that, that would be better. But I would really like to read Boy 21 by Matthew Quick, and this book is really small, and Geraldine really enjoyed it. So I will leave the link to her blog down in the description because she did a review on it. And yeah, the review sounded very intriguing, and it made me want to read the book. So I decided to buy this one instead of the Silver Linings Playbook to get signed, and I'm very excited to read it. And then, although I read another trilogy by this author, this is the only book by her that I own. So that is Cries Cross by Lisa McMahon. So I have read the Wait trilogy, Dead to You, and Crash, but this is the only one of hers that I own, and I haven't read it. And this one again is also short, so hopefully I can read this in a day. But yeah, I would like to read this and then get it signed. And by this author, I've read 4 out of 5 of the Spiderwick Chronicles books, but this is the one that I bought to get signed, and that is Tithe by Holly Black. I don't know if that's how you say it, but she wrote the White Cat trilogy, or I think it's the Curse Workers trilogies, but it's White Cat, Red Glove, and Black Heart. So this one, I don't know if you can tell, but this book is short, so hopefully this is another quick read. And then finally this month, if I can get through all of those, I would like to read this one so I can review it, along with some other books that I said I would review last month, but I didn't. That is The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon, because I received this a couple days, maybe a week ago, and it came out, but it looks so good, and then the cover is so pretty, and the spine, and just even the synopsis sounds really good. So yeah, you can look forward to this in my haul tomorrow. So yeah, that is what I read, what I'm currently reading, and what I hope to read within the next month. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys had a good reading month in August and an even better month in September. So I will be posting my book haul tomorrow, and it's pretty big considering I was supposed to be on a book buying ban. But yeah, I will see you guys then. Bye.